You just yawned. Maybe not right this second, but you will, because someone near you yawned, or you read the word yawn, or you watched a stranger on a bus do it, eyes squeezed shut, jaw dropped wide, and your own mouth started to open before you even noticed. You didn't choose that. You didn't plan it. Your brain just did it. And here's the thing. You've never once stopped to wonder why. You assumed it was about being tired, or bored, or maybe just rude. But it isn't any of those things. What's actually happening in your brain right now is something much stranger. Contagious yawning isn't a reflex. It isn't politeness. It isn't your body copying someone else out of habit. It is a window, a direct view into one of the most important systems your brain has ever built. And the answer changes everything you think you know about how connected you actually are. But here's what's fascinating. The way you yawn tells someone something about you. We're going to get to that. First, we need to go back. In Parma, Italy, in 1992, a neuroscientist named Giacomo Rizzolatti was studying how the brain plans movement. His team was recording individual neurons in the brains of macaque monkeys. Each neuron was wired to fire when the monkey reached for a peanut. One day, a researcher walked in, picked up a peanut himself, and something unexpected happened. The monkey's neurons fired. The monkey didn't move. The monkey didn't reach. The monkey just watched. But its brain behaved as if it were the one doing the action. Rizzolatti called them mirror neurons. Your brain has a version of this system too. When you watch someone yawn, a network in your brain activates that is almost identical to the one that fires when you yawn. You don't just see the yawn, you simulate it. Your brain runs the experience inside itself, like a private rehearsal of someone else's feeling. And honestly, what comes next is even stranger. So your brain is mirroring the yawn. But why does that make you actually do it? Here's where it gets interesting. In 2003, a psychologist named Stephen Platek at Drexel University ran a study on contagious yawning and empathy scores. He showed people videos of strangers yawning and measured how many times each person caught the yawn themselves. Then he gave those same people standard tests for empathy. The people who yawned most also scored highest on empathy. People who didn't yawn much, lower empathy scores. The two tracked together almost perfectly. Yawning wasn't random. It wasn't tiredness catching up with you. It was your social brain doing its job. Catching a yawn is a sign that you're running someone else's inner state inside your own head. The more easily you do it, the more naturally your brain slips into another person's experience. But that's only half the story, because humans aren't the only ones who do this. In 2004, researchers at the Primate Research Institute in Japan found that chimpanzees catch yawns from each other. They watched videos of yawning chimps and yawned back at the screen. Then, in 2008, a team at the University of London found that dogs do it too. Not just from other dogs, from you. A dog watching a stranger yawn won't necessarily catch it. But a dog watching its owner yawn yawns back more than 70% of the time. 70%. Your dog is more empathetically attuned to you than most strangers are. And that number, 70%, is almost identical to the rate at which close human friends catch each other's yawns. Acquaintances, about 40%. Strangers, around 20%. The closer the bond, the stronger the contagion. Your brain isn't just mirroring anyone. It's mirroring the people it's learned to care about. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Let's be precise for a moment, because the specificity here is everything. In 2011, a team at the University of Pisa tracked yawn contagion across social groups. Friends, family, acquaintances, and strangers. In 109 people over the course of 3 years. Not a lab, real life. 3 years of watching people yawn in airports, waiting rooms, and offices. They found the same gradient every time. Strangers, lowest contagion. Acquaintances, higher. Friends, higher still. Family, the highest of all. And the single strongest predictor? Not how long you'd known someone, not how often you saw them. It was emotional closeness. The brain isn't running a calendar. It's running a feelings map. It knows who matters to you, and it mirrors them more. And then we discovered something that changed everything. Because once researchers understood the empathy-yawning link, they asked a different question. What about people whose brains struggle to model other people's experiences? In 2012, a team at the University of Connecticut studied yawn contagion in children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Children with autism, many of whom find it difficult to intuitively read other people's emotions, showed significantly reduced contagious yawning compared to neurotypical children. Not zero, reduced. And the reduction matched the degree of social difficulty each child experienced. Contagious yawning is now being studied as a non-invasive marker in autism research. A simple yawn, no scan, no equipment, no stressful clinical setup, just watch someone yawn and measure whether you do too. It's still early-stage research. Scientists are careful about this. A single test doesn't diagnose anything, but the direction is clear. The thing you do without thinking, that involuntary, slightly embarrassing, totally automatic yawn, is your brain's empathy circuit broadcasting itself. So here's where we land. You yawn, someone else yawns, you yawn back. And in the 2 seconds that takes, before you've even noticed, your brain has done something extraordinary. It has reached across the space between you and run a simulation of that person's experience inside your own nervous system, because billions of years of evolution built you with a system that closes the gap between minds. So next time you catch a yawn from across a room, from your partner, your friend, your dog, don't apologize. Don't stifle it. Notice it, because that yawn is your brain saying, I see you. I'm here. I feel what you feel.